It's a pretty cool jersey, man.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. What does it feel like to have that jersey? Is that one of the coolest national jerseys you've seen in a while?
Oh, thanks. That's an honor. It's an honor to wear the jersey, obviously, but I'm really proud of it, especially because I played a big role in the designing of it. Inspired by a couple of things that I really love about Canada, and yeah, a lot of guys have come up to me in the peloton and just said they really like it, so it's cool.
And you were also doing Canada proud there at the Olympics. It's a rough race, but you were up in the mix, and I think that's an indicator of how you're coming into this race as well.
Yeah, and I didn't really focus on the Olympics in terms of my preparation, so I was missing that top end and managed to infiltrate the break that the group that went on to fight for the medals, with Madouas coming second. It was the golden ticket, but I just didn't have the legs to follow. But I feel like I'm rounding into form nicely. I had a good San Sebastian, and I'm excited to chase stages here.
It's been a long summer, out of action at the Giro, and then now coming back in. How do you approach this second half?
Oh, with a lot of excitement and a lot of energy. I had crashed out of the Giro, but in some ways it was a blessing in disguise. Found out afterwards that I was battling a bacterial infection that I got in January, and it was just keeping me from being at my best all season, and got on antibiotics. Worked with a really good team, good gastroenterologist back in Canada, and yeah, I feel like I'm back to my best, so yeah, excited.
You got some good guns in this race, yourself included, Riley Sheehan. Where are you aiming?
Yeah, I mean, great guns. Corbin Strong is going to go well today. I think Riley Sheehan is a great call. Really, I'd actually reckon the most underrated American in pro cycling right now. He's a solid rider, and I'm really excited to see how he goes. And then, yeah, Matthew Riccatello, great rider, and George Bennett also, great team. But personally, ambitions are definitely a stage win. I've won 2 here, and I'd like to get another.
Good to see you back. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
It was a bit less straightforward than I expected with the wind and the gusts. Kind of hard to keep the bike going straight, but no, I think the feeling was okay for the first day, and yeah, power and everything was good. So yeah, good, decent enough start.
Are these exciting days for you, with the little one expected at the end of the Vuelta, and kind of encouragement, I guess, here for you for 3 weeks?
Yeah, definitely. It's yeah, it's hard to, you know, you get so concentrated in the race, but yeah, it always gives a bit of perspective outside of things here.
How do you see things shaking up with the GC guys we have here in the competition?
Yeah, it's really hard to say. I think it's a super open race. Yeah, almost every team has almost 2 or 3 options, so that makes it yeah, even more open. But I think yeah, we'll see a bit more in the next mountain stages, and definitely by the end of the first week.
UAE in particular is the team.
Yeah, UAE, Bora, Trek. Yeah, there's so many strong teams. Last Grand Tour of the year, so everybody puts all their eggs in one basket, and that makes it really difficult.
Jack, Bahrain's got, of course, Tiberi here that's going to go for the GC. What are the plans? Can you give us a little deeper dive into it?
Yeah, of course. We're hoping to sort of capitalise on Tiberi's really good Giro d'Italia. He won the white jersey and was 5th in the GC. We'd like to come here and aim for probably a similar thing. He's the main team goal for this Vuelta a España. We obviously have a few cards to play when the stages get a little bit harder, and hopefully the race will be a little bit more open than the Tour de France with the amount of vertical meters and sort of breakaway looking stages. So we'll try and balance making sure that we can get to Tiberi in the best possible position, and then try look for some breakaways and some stage wins later on.
How many climbing meters are there by your calculations? 61,000?
Yeah, I've seen 61,000 thrown around there. I asked one of the coaches that's here with the team, I said, hey, what's historically the ranking between Grand Tours? And I think this is the hardest one in recent history. The closest was the 2020 Tour de France with 59,000.
You got your climbing legs?
I hope so, because there's about 10,000 more meters of climbing than Tour de France, and that already felt quite hilly.
12 kilometers yesterday, short, but I think we learned a lot. What did we learn?
That it was quite windy? I'm not sure we did learn a lot, did we?
There were some GC guys that lost already a minute on 12K.
True, that's quite a big gap, and I think that's a bigger gap than we expected. But I think a lot of it was maybe dependent on a tiny bit of luck with when and how you got the wind conditions. But yeah, a minute and a bit on a 12K TT is quite a lot, actually, yeah.
Ben, we'll jump right into it. 12 kilometers yesterday, short, but I think we learned a lot yesterday. What did we learn about yourself and also the rivals out there?
Once again, I don't think you learned a lot, but I know that I didn't do the best time, that's for sure, and didn't feel very fast at all, considering the data. So yeah, something to think about, but keen to just get the rest of the race going. You know, it's every single mountaintop is pretty much super steep, so in the end the gaps will be pretty enormous by the time we get to Madrid.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many climbing meters there were yesterday, but there's still a lot to come.
Yeah, it's strange how they've set it up. It's kind of like more is better. I know Spain is extremely hilly, but yeah, it's pretty crazy the altitude meters for the general course of the race. Yeah, it's a funny kind of setup, but that's how they've done it.
Is this a decathlon swan song for you?
Maybe. I'm not exactly sure yet if I do the Italian races. I think my main aim is to be good here and you know, race how I've done it all the start of the year, and if I can do that, then I'll be pretty happy with myself, and then go to Worlds. So not really looking too much further ahead of that. It's a nice day today, so I just want to get cracking and, you know, start the race and get to the end of the season, to be honest.
Enjoy.